Welcome to another video in the series. Now, this screen should look familiar if you watched my Deliveroo video, but today we'll be going over how to properly optimize a menu item in Deliveroo. Now, as you can see, it follows the same similar rule of thumb is if there's a field, a button, a drop-down menu, fill it in where applicable. Just like on Deliveroo, there are options for stores only and not restaurants. Don't touch them. But you're going to have this very similar flow with it, right? Let's look at Cacao Chill, right? In our titles, we put iced when it's iced, because even though in the pictures you can tell and it'll be like on an iced menu, you get a lot of people that are in a rush, they're speed ordering, and they miss it. So we always find it best if you offer a hot and a cold version of your drink, put iced in the title for ice. The other one you can leave it, but do that. So always a nice clear center photo, nice title, saying exactly what it is and temperature, your price, your section, and any add-ons. Now let's open her up. Again, when they're ordering, they'll see this nice, clear, zoomed in. You do not want a zoomed out photo of your item where they're going to have to zoom and squint. You don't want other items in the picture, because guess what? If you say it's topped with white sesame seeds, they get their drink, and there are no white sesame seeds, you better believe it, there are people that will go 1-star you for false advertising. They'll do it. It's happened. So do not Photoshop things. Do not add extra bits to the picture to make it artful and nice. If you do, you need to add a disclaimer in the menu. Like, let's say you had a spoon of tahini here to show there was tahini. Does not come with a side spoon of tahini or side serving of tahini. For visual effect only. Does not come with XYZ in photo for visual purposes only. Again, it's best to fully avoid it, but if you have it, use a disclaimer. So description is a very similar formula as Deliveroo. Say what's in it. And in this, for the sake of keywords, again, if people are looking up cocoa, it's going to come up. It's tahini, sesame seeds. This helps with allergens. Because again, you want to select that there's dairy, there's sesame. That's another sesame. Anything else in there? I don't think there is in this allergen-wise. But you need to outline it. Last thing you want is to forget that you listed tahini and someone with a sesame allergy orders it. And if it wasn't disclosed, you are liable for that. It's always good to put health benefits. We found that UberEats descriptions with health benefits perform a lot better than artful menu descriptions like Deliveroo. Sell it on its own, give it its category, sold by each, no VAT. So this one would be heated. They recently changed some buttons, some stuff for us might be off, but again, that's heated. You can add this in, technically be vegetarian because there's milk. Non-alcoholic. I would tend to leave this alone. The legally considered a meal. If it's not a meal, don't click it. I wouldn't mess with it's a protein smoothie and it has X caloric value and Y vitamins and Z nutrients. So it could be a meal. Don't mess with it. I would always say if you can calculate calories, do it. It means A, be sure your staff know, follow the freaking recipe, and don't go willy-nilly. And actually calculate it. There's, I call them shady rules, where you're actually allowed to have a certain margin of error, and I think it goes up to a 20% margin of error. I would just leave it off. I would, if someone is very concerned, they might call and ask you, and it'd be good to have a rough number. But if it's off, if you try to add in extra details like sugar content and someone that's diabetic orders it, and your sugar content's way off and it causes a massive spike and gets them sick, again, you're liable. So unless you're very confident, I wouldn't mess with those. But I have found people like them. They want to know what they're eating, especially if they're being mindful. And then this is just external IDs. They actually input this for you when they upload your menu, so that's how it comes into your tablet, or our tablet more so. And then you just click save. You can add, yes, leave this page. Customizations. Always do this before making your menu items, because when you go to add it on, it gets sticky. UberEats Manager is very good for a lot of things except the customization part. So when you're making your menu, always add this in, like pick a color for gift sets, choose your milk type. Once you have all the possibilities entered, then you can go to your items and start adding them and optimizing and all that fun jazz. Let's visit one more, right? Go over these. You do not need add-ons to have photos. People don't need to know what an extra shot espresso looks like. It won't show it. Same with temperature. Let's look at, I have a certain one in mind here. This glow. This is what I was talking about. It has rose water in it, so we want to showcase it in the photo. We have a disclaimer in most ordering screens, though, does not come with rosebuds on it. It's simply because you can't artfully see there's rose water, and it's a very pretty looking latte here, but it helps add a little bit more. So again, ingredients, health benefits, sold by, part of the menu, fill it all in. You can mark things out of stock here. I would suggest do not do this from the big managing screen. Do it on your tablet in store. Temperature, dietary attribute, all that fun stuff, and save. And if you want to see how it looks, you just open up in a new tab, let it load, right? You can see some offers, and then this is what it looks like live. So like, here's an example of a an item that's not so great. It's hyper zoomed in, so it's good that we're showing the stuff, but the bagel's chopped off, so it's nice and centered. Poo-poo on the plate being cut a bit. The important thing is the food. This bar runs different than this bar, so as you can see, like, these are the same items, and look, it's like chopped here, not here. They render things a little bit differently, so you're gonna have to play with it. Like on the back end, this looks centered, but then once you get to here, it's off to the side. So definitely sit and play with them, but as you can see, all of them are centered. They got some good contrast going. We'll just scroll to show you that here's another where the back end actually shows the whole spoon centered. So you just have to be careful. Definitely compare back and forth as you save. But again, that is how to optimize a menu item in UberEats.